Good day! We are here to conduct an extraordinary experiment. But first, before we proceed to our actual experiment, let us first prepare the measuring devices, the materials, and safety gears that are needed for this experiment in order to avoid any error or harm. For the first part of this video, the measuring devices that will be used and shown for this experiment are the voltmeter, the galvanometer, and the multimeter. While for the second part of this video, which is allotted for the ohmic and non-ohmic experiment, the devices that will be shown are the resistors, the capacitor, and the diode. So, let's now start.
The first measuring device is a voltmeter. A voltmeter is used to measure the electromotive force or potential difference present in a circuit or electrical device. The potential difference, or simply the voltage, is a difference in the amounts of potential energy at the two ends of a conductor that does the work. It is measured in terms of SI units of volts or small letter v. A galvanometer is an electromechanical instrument used for detecting and indicating an electric current. A galvanometer works as an actuator by producing a rotary deflection of a pointer in response to electric current flowing through a coil in a constant magnetic field. When a direct current or DC flows through the coil generates a magnetic field. This field acts against the permanent magnet. The coil twists, pushing against the spring, and moves the pointer. The hand points at a scale indicating the electric current. Careful designs of the pole pieces ensures that the magnetic field is uniform, so that the angular deflection of the pointer is proportional to the current. A multimeter or a multitester, also known as VOM or volt-ohm milliammeter, is an electronic measuring instrument that combines several measurement functions in one unit. A typical multimeter can measure voltage, current, and resistance. Digital multimeters have a numeric display and may also show a graphical bar representing the measured value. Digital multimeters are now far common due to their cost and precision. A multimeter can be a handheld device useful for basic fault finding and field service work, or a bench instrument which can measure to a very high degree of accuracy. A resistor is a passive two-terminal electrical component that implements electrical resistance as a circuit element. In electronic circuits, resistors are used to reduce current flow, adjust signal levels to divide voltages, bias active elements, and terminate transmission lines, among other uses. Resistors are common elements of electrical networks and electronic circuits, and are ubiquitous in electronic equipment. Practical resistors as discrete components can be composed of various compounds and forms. Resistors are also implemented with integrated circuits. A resistor is a passive two-terminal electrical component that implements electrical resistance as a circuit element. In electronic circuits, resistors are used to reduce current flow, adjust signal levels to divide voltages, bias active elements, and terminate transmission lines, among other uses. Resistors are common elements of electrical networks and electronic circuits, and are ubiquitous in electronic equipment. Practical resistors as discrete components can be composed of various compounds and forms. Resistors are also implemented with integrated circuits. A capacitor is a passive two-terminal electronic component that stores electrical energy in an electric field. The effect of a capacitor is known as a capacitance. While some capacitance exists between any two electrical conductors in proximity in a circuit, a capacitor is a known component designed to add capacitance to a circuit. The capacitor was originally known as condenser or condensator. A potentiometer is a three-terminal resistor with a sliding or rotating contact that forms an adjustable voltage divider. If only two terminals are used, one end and the wiper, it acts as a variable resistor or rheostat. The measuring instrument called a potentiometer is essentially a voltage divider used for measuring electric potential. The component is an implementation of the same principle, hence its name. Potentiometers are commonly used to control electrical devices such as volume controls on audio equipment. Potentiometers operated by a mechanism can be used as a position transducers. A light-emitting diode, or LED, is a semiconductor light source that emits light when current flows through it. Electrons in the semiconductor recombine with electric holes, releasing energy in the form of photons. This effect is called electroluminescence. The color of the light is determined by the energy required for electrons to cross the band gap of the semiconductor. White light is obtained by using multiple semiconductors or a layer of light-emitting phosphor on the semiconductor device.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the